So when it comes to true love, does mother know best? Well, we will find out this season as a new one-of-a-kind dating show that airs every Saturday on the OWN network. It's titled Somebody's Son. Now it journeys into the world of black love, romance, and family. It follows three single and successful men as they search for true love and a lasting partner amongst a group of exceptional single women. Now, this show has one crazy twist. Mom is in the mix here, so that alone makes for a very intriguing series and lots of surprises along the way. Joining me now is one of those men who is hoping to find his next soulmate and his queen, James, and he's joined by his mother, Miss Charlease. Thanks so much for joining me for a few minutes here. I really appreciate it.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you for having us. It's a pleasure to be here.
You're welcome. Now, James, let's start with you. Talk about how the process came about that you were selected to be on the show.
So I was randomly reached out to by one of the casting members, actually on LinkedIn, and they, just said, "Hey, you look great. You want to have a conversation about a show opportunity." And I agreed. I was skeptical to see if it was actually a real thing, but I agreed to it. We had a conversation, and they gave me the details, and I presented it to my mom. I wrote out a novel of an explanation of the show and the conversation that I had. And then I proceeded to ask her, will you be my wing woman? And the only thing that she read was, will you be my wing woman? And neglected to see everything else that I had written before. So then she called me and she was like, hey, what's up? What's going on? And I'm like, did you not see what I wrote? And then I could only imagine that her mouth dropped when she saw the the whole message that I sent her. But yeah, I mean, my mom is, one of the biggest supporters in my life, and I was happy that she agreed to go on this journey with me.
And I think that's the interesting part, is that she agreed to join you on the show. And I know there's been a couple of awkward moments early on. Is that fair to say?
Oh, I promise you, it's gonna get a whole lot more awkward.
No, I'm sure. We're just early into the season, so I'm sure we're just getting warmed up here with these little awkward moments. But that's what makes the show. So, and Miss Charlease is laughing. She knows it's just getting started. So I guess, like they say in business, stay tuned.
Exactly.
Now, James, you're a cybersecurity engineer according to your bio. Now, I would think that title alone, brother, makes you skilled in detecting who it is that you want in a woman versus what you don't. I would also think Miss Charlease would agree with that sentiment.
I mean, I am a very, I'm a detail-oriented person. So I do look for specific things, and I can sniff certain things out, but some things I may be blind to. And then that's where, mom comes in and lends a hand in identifying some of those red flags that she loves to point out and identify.
Now, I'm not going to ask who you're choosing because we're still early in the season, but let me just ask this question. We just touched on it a minute ago. With your mother there being in the house with everyone, which I mentioned earlier was the twist to the show, how is she adapting to that position of being in the house while all this is going on?
Well, I'll tell you one thing. It got a lot less steamy with my mom being in there.
A lot less steamy?
I had to be on my best behavior. It's a respectful environment, and that's what I really wanted to have, respectful of feelings, respectful of other people, and everything that goes along with that.
We know your likes, but when you have narrowed down your choice, what will it take for that one of these women to win her over or just win your son over? What will it be?
What I'm looking for is, first off, relationship with God is number one, because I feel like with that, it really just gives you a solid foundation to build upon. And then from there, it's, supports within the relationship. I would support my woman, and I would want my woman to support me in all the ways that I would need to be supported, because that's what they would get from me. And I think that the third thing is really just being able to live life and have fun together, not always have it be a chore or a task to be involved with your partner. But really just like enjoy taking on life and looking forward to the new experiences that you can have and the moments that you'll share and things like that. I feel like that's a huge component of it.
At the end of the day, James and I are our natural selves. There is nothing scripted about this. We're just rolling with the flow.
Well, it will be something to watch as the show progresses, guys. That's James, joined by his lovely mother, Miss Charlease. You can watch them on Somebody's Son. It airs every Saturday night on the OWN network. You got to check it out. James, Miss Charlease, thank you so much for your time. I'm sure one of these women is going to be proud to call you somebody's son at the end of the series.